Hey guys, Billy Brown here. Excited to share with you tonight. I've met with a couple of my coaching clients, and we always talk about planning your week. And they always wonder, well, what I do, how do I do it? So I wanted to share with you my tips and strategies that have brought success into my business and my life. Number one, every Sunday night I sit down and get somewhere quiet. I've got a little home office here, and I just get into mindset. You know, you've been busy all weekend with kids, family, having fun, maybe at the beach or fishing. Now it's time to get focused for your week. Nothing worse than showing up on Monday and then trying to figure out how your week's going to go. So first thing I do, I come in here, clean off my desk, and I put some music on, something that's going to energize me, kind of get me in the mood of getting focused. I set a little incense burner that's just sensory to let me know, hey, it's time to get focused, clear out the clutter. And I put on some music, and it can be whatever music you like. It can be, something uplifting, something motivational, something spiritual, whatever you like to do. So number one, I like to put on some music because the music's going to set your spirit. It's going to set your mind open to where you can start to think about what you need to do during the week. Number two is gratitude. I sit down and I write, okay, what did I do this week that I can be thankful for? Spend time with the family, had lunch with a couple of new business people, followed up with some business people that I can now follow up with. And I can say I had a great week. So I'm very thankful for that. And I'm able to show gratitude. So number two, remember you want to show gratitude. You want to be thankful for the people that have poured into your life. What did you get to do this past week? Not did what did oh I had to do this. No, I got to do this, and that brings gratitude to your heart. So think about gratitude. And number three, more importantly, is look at your goals, guys. I always go and I review my goals. I look at my goals that I set maybe at the beginning of the year, and now we're 6 months in. Where am I at? So, what are my goals going to be for this week that I need to get done? What is that end result going to be? And we'll talk about that in just a minute. But think about your goal. See, a lot of people say, "Oh, I have my goals in my head." No, you need to write it down to where you see it visually. You can see it, you can put actions under it, and you can see the end result. So go ahead and review your goals. Maybe you need to rewrite your goals. There's nothing wrong with that. You can adjust, you can increase, whatever fits what you're going through today. And the end of the week, I want to go ahead and think forward of next Friday, next Saturday, whatever the end of the week is for you, and think about when I reflect back, what do I want to see I've accomplished during the week? What are the 3 to 4 main things that I want to accomplish? Did I make a new contact? Did I make a new sale? Did I follow up with someone? Did I show love to someone? Whatever that may be, you want to be to look at that at the end of the week and know that your week mattered instead of letting your week control you. Does that make sense? So make sure that you have your end of the week results. Also, then I write down my top 5 to dos. Let's talk about that. Everybody should have some kind of planner. I have my Phoenix planner here. As you can see, I got multiple pins for multiple days, but it talks about the importance of urgency and consistency. You got to do this every week, guys. If not, the week's going to start, the week's going to eat you alive. And it talks about having a vision and a powerful why. What is your why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it to keep your family in a house? Is it to keep your kids fed? Maybe you're a single mother, single mom, and you don't want to be dependent on anybody anymore. So tap into that why. Write that down to where you read it every day. You know what's my why? It's my family, my kids, feeding into people in the community. You know that why will take you over the nose. That will take you over the negative people. So think about your to dos. Maybe it's to reach out, get a new contact. Maybe it's to follow up with some new leads. Maybe it's to follow up with some old leads that you haven't touched back. But go ahead and get the biggest 5 put on your list. That way you can get it done. It's kind of like the book Eating the Frog. Go ahead and do the 5 biggest things first. That way you feel accomplished. And after that, you know, let's talk about 3 new contacts that you need to reach out to this week. You know, if you're in business, you know, the way that you survive in business is reaching new contacts. Who are 3 new people that maybe you can get a cup of coffee with? You can make a living by drinking coffee with new people. And don't be all about telling them about your business. Find out about them. What can you do to help them in their business? And that will take you much further. So think about reaching out to those 3 new contacts. And also, who are 2 old contacts that you can reach out to? I had lunch with a friend last week, Hadn't met up with in a while, but we were able to brainstorm, mastermind together, what he was working on, what I'm working on, tips that are making him successful, some roadblocks that he has overcome. So always reach out to those old point of contacts the way they can feed back into your life. That's very important. And also, I always love this. I plan something midweek. You know, the week can get long, it can get stagnant, and you can just get into a routine. So I always plan a midday on Wednesday. Wednesday is hump day. Plan a midweek reward to say, hey, I've done Monday and Tuesday the way I planned on it. So Wednesday, maybe it's a treat. You go get some ice cream, you go get a candy bar, maybe you watch a little quick 30-minute show on Netflix, but do something to reward yourself for staying on track because the mind will pay attention to that. It does one of two things. It does things for pain or it does it for pleasure. So I like to have a little bit of pleasure midweek so that I'm not dragging out in pain if the week is dragging along. So think about that. And then also always think about, all right, who can I help? Who can I reach out to that's in business? Maybe they've hit a wall, maybe they're struggling, that I can say, hey, dear friend of mine, let's go grab a cup of coffee. What can I do to help you in your life? What can I do to help you in your business? Because when you walk away from that little 30-minute coffee meeting, you're going to feel so much better because you poured into somebody else's life and it wasn't all about you. So think about who can you help. And then think about the market. What are you going to do to market yourself? What kind of videos are you going to do on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat? Are you going to go to any kind of networking events? What are you going to do to separate yourself from everybody else? Think about it for a moment. If you're in real estate, you you got agent A and you're agent B. What separates you from agent A when you go meet with a seller? What separates you from agent A when you go to meet with a buyer? Don't assume that that buyer's just, oh, they've got beautiful signs. Oh, he or she looks so great. I want to list my house with them. No, tell them what separates you. Tell them why you're the most important person to walk in their living room because people don't know until you tell them, guys. Maybe in your direct sales, what's going to separate you from everything else out there in the marketplace? Don't just assume they know your product. And then the last thing that I'm going to leave you with that is the most important, we spend a lot of time in our car. But see, the problem is when we're in our car, we want to listen to the radio, we want to listen to people on our phones, we want to talk to mama and daddy, your sister. Get off the phone, guys. You need to make your car, you need to make this pledge tonight, and this will change your life. That you're going to have Drive Time University. When you're in your vehicle, you've got some kind of podcast on, you've got some kind of audio, maybe from Audible or YouTube or iTunes, something positive going into your mind so that it pushes out everything else that's coming. It's giving you tips. It's giving you traction on a daily basis of how to be the best that you can be. So, guys, appreciate you being on here. Just to recap, get some kind of music playing. Write down what you're grateful for. Make a quick review of your goals. Write down your end of the week results that you want to see. What's your top 5 to-dos, not get have to-dos? Who are 3 new contacts that you're going to reach out to? Who are 2 old contacts you're going to follow up with? And my most important and favorite is plan that midweek award. Who can you help? What kind of marketing are you going to do? What kind of videos are you going to post? Go ahead and lay that out so that you can even pre-record those and have those put out through a scheduled app. And then always end with Drive Time University, guys. I love you. I look forward to you sharing your success stories by sitting down tonight, every Sunday night, and planning out your week for success. I love you guys, and God bless you.